Let's make one thing clear. Reaves shouldn't be considered untouchable, but that doesn't mean just any deal involving him makes sense. So in this piece, we'll explore 3 trades that make sense involving Reaves, and 3 that the Lakers should absolutely avoid. Why trade Reaves at all? The case for trading Austin Reaves largely centers around his contract situation. Currently, he's on one of the most team-friendly deals in the NBA, but that won't last long. His player option for 2025 to 2026 is worth just $14.9 million, a number he's very likely to decline in pursuit of a bigger payday. And if he hits unrestricted free agency next summer, his next deal could be anywhere from $30 to $50 million annually, depending on the market and his performance. The Lakers can offer him a 4-year, $89.2 million extension this summer, but it's uncertain whether that will be enough. So the question becomes, should the Lakers cash in now while his contract is a bargain? 3 trades I would make. Involving Austin Reaves. 1. Reaves for Herb Jones, New Orleans Pelicans. This would be my baseline trade, a realistic and practical option. Herb Jones is a premier perimeter defender and a 3-and-D wing who made the NBA All-Defensive First Team and finished 5th in DPOY voting in 2023. While he dealt with injuries last season and played only 20 games, his upside is obvious. The Pelicans have long-term backcourt concerns with the John Murray out Achilles, and CJ McCollum aging and on an expiring deal. Reaves could be a long-term answer at point guard for them. This trade isn't flashy, but it gives the Lakers a better defensive fit next to LeBron and AD, and possibly a long-term wing to pair with Luka Doncic if they look beyond LeBron's tenure. 2nd, Reaves in a package for Jaren Jackson Jr., Memphis Grizzlies. This is less likely, but it's worth considering. Jackson is a former Defensive Player of the Year, a shot-blocking big who also spaces the floor. While Memphis has little incentive to trade him now, things could change if their roster stalls or Ja Morant's situation worsens. Jackson only has 1 year left on his deal, and if the Grizzlies consider moving on, the Lakers should absolutely explore a package centered around Reaves. Jackson would be a great fit next to Anthony Davis or a future star like Luka. 3rd, Reaves in a blockbuster for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, this is a dream scenario and would require Giannis pushing his way to Los Angeles. It would likely involve Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, draft picks, 2026, 2028, 2030 swaps, and maybe even top prospect Dalton Knecht. It would gut the roster, but pairing Giannis with LeBron and eventually Luka or AD could be worth it. Unrealistic, probably, but if Giannis forces his hand, the Lakers have to make that move. 3 trades I would not make involving Reaves. 1. Reaves for Nick Claxton, Brooklyn Nets. Claxton is a solid big man and defensive anchor, but he's not worth Reaves straight up. Even adding Cam Johnson to the deal doesn't even out the value. For this to be remotely fair, the Nets would need to include something massive, like their 2025 first-round pick, and that's not happening. Reaves is simply a more valuable asset at this point. 2nd, Reaves for Daniel Gafford, Dallas Mavericks. Gafford is another solid role player, but again, not at Reaves' level. He's on an expiring deal, and trading a young, cost-controlled asset like Reaves for a 1-year rental just doesn't make sense. Even if you throw in picks or another player, the value isn't close to equal. 3. Reaves for Lauri Markkanen, Utah Jazz. This one's been gaining traction lately, but it's puzzling. Markkanen is a questionable defender and on track for a massive payday. Essentially the same concerns fans have with Reaves. And for the Lakers to make the money work, it would take a package like Reaves, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, and Maxi Kleber. Even if Utah throws in Walker Kessler, the fit and value just aren't there. Reaves provides more versatility and better long-term upside on a relative contract value basis. Final thoughts. In the end, I'd only trade Reaves for 3 types of players: a legitimate superstar like Giannis, a borderline star under contract like Jaren Jackson Jr., or a high-level role player who's a perfect fit like Herb Jones. Trading him for mid-tier centers or players with risky contracts like Claxton, Gafford, or Markkanen just doesn't make sense. Reaves has more value to the Lakers right now than most fans give him credit for. So, what do you think? What kind of return would justify trading Austin Reaves? And which of these popular trade ideas do you agree or disagree with?